Let's check out the video. Let's see what he's talking about. I'm sure it's going to be interesting. Worst MMO launch in history. Let's go.
Greetings, Internet. I hope everyone is doing well. Me, personally, I am preparing for funeral. I am gonna have my black hat ready. You can see. I also find the shirt, black shirt for the vibes. We soon gonna put some shitty game into the grave. But before I'm gonna read the last will of this deceased individual, I have question for you. Do you remember New World? New World was something special. New World was so glitched that changing the language was changing your statistics of your character.
Glitched, you said?
When the guy put the game into the window and start maneuvering the window in online game, I was like, no. We reached the peak of humanity. How could possible something get worse?
Have invulnerability frames. You can actually roll through attacks. If you time it correctly, you can roll away.
This is new one?
Now here's the really interesting thing. I'm going to press escape, which brings
That's
the
like a
menu
game
up,
from
and I'm
like
going
20 years
to
ago.
line my cursor up very close to the top. I'm going to roll, press escape, and then immediately click it again. So if I can get it right. There we go. I'm in the middle of a roll right now. I have frozen my client in the middle of a roll. Rolls have invulnerability frames. As far as my client cares, the last known information about my exact character was that they were in an invulnerability frame. The roll had happened. Let's see what happens now, because I've frozen my game in the middle of a roll. I'm going to release left click and then press escape, which will immediately close the menu overlay. Let us see the game. Watch my health. Not changed. Not changed at all.
And well, here we are. I believe this game launch is worse than New World. How they did it? Begin with pay to win.
Alright.
So every class, as usual, people that play the World of Warcraft should be familiar with this concept, have 2 specs, minimum. One type of build and second type of build.
Yep.
You can access basic part of the skill tree, the basic build, with farming. You do quest, you changing for the books, bagoosh, you get your spec.
Yeah, green
But the
skill
other
boots.
spec, oof. You have to open RNG boxes, and from RNG boxes you get RNG skill.
Yeah.
So it's impossible for you to farm it. You have to interact with market. And in market it costs real money. Yes. So half of your skill tree is pay to win.
Yeah, to be able to play the classic.
And on top of that, one skill can cost up to 500 euro. 500 euro for the best.
I still can't even play Electro Pierce still, because it's like $50 and I refuse to pay that much just to play Lightning Assassin. It's great.
Version of the skill. But wait, there is more. You can have 18 skills. And you think 18 times 500 euro? Well, we're gaming here, guys. We are gaming here. But it's not yet final form of the system. Because next week comes Golden books. We have Purpelo books now. Purpelo books cost up to 500 euro.
Yeah.
And next patch in Tuesday we're gonna have Golden books.
Yeah, the legendary golden boots.
How much is gonna be? 1,000 euro per skill?
Oh,
This is insane. This is insane.
It sucks, I agree.
But you know, those players could still ignore our premium currency market. What we can do to incentivize on spending. What we can do. Oh, I know. All dungeons, compared to the vanilla version of the game, all dungeons, HP and damage plus 500%. You are a new player.
That actually happened, like, for example, all the blue dungeons, like, the Pigsty is a great example. The boss has, like, 4.9 million HP. In original Blade Soul, he had, like, 400,000 or 500,000. Like, they increase the HP of all these bosses by so much, so they're literally just a damage soak. And so the mechanics don't even matter. You just need a certain amount of gear to be able to even do the boss. they're not hard at all. They're just big damage soakers, sponge of damage you have to deal to them, like essentially. Like so, yeah, he's totally right on this.
You did all the side quests, you did the story quest, and now you have around 400 attack power.
Yeah,
400-ish attack power.
Yeah, for
and you
45
want to
patch.
do your daily. You have blue dungeons daily.
Yep.
And to enter blue dungeon, people want 600 attack
Yeah.
power. Because they're so hard. So what you have to do, you have to craft your equipment. But to craft the equipment, you need a gold
Yeah, you need gold. A lot
that you
of gold.
get from the daily blue dungeons that you cannot do.
Oh my god.
Oh my god, this is insane.
Dude, when he breaks it down, it's so terrible. Oh my god, the system is so trash. Yeah, the RNG, the freaking. Oh my god.
Right, once more, so you will sit with you, so you will
Yep.
understand. So you to do blue dungeon reliably and get invited to the party,
Yep.
you have to buy purple gear or craft it, but you cannot really craft it because you have no gold.
You can buy the gear though. You can buy a siren weapon, but guess what? You can buy it on the marketplace. You know, all you gotta do is spend $5, 500 NC coin. You can get the weapon. You get your accessories. That's what NCSoft wants. You know, a cheap barrier to entry. Spend $5, and then before you know it, you spend $10. Ooh, I just spent $20 and get my skill book. Might as well buy that too. And then before you know it, you spent $30-40 on the game, and it's a free to play game. That's how they do it.
Because you cannot do blue dungeons that give you gold for daily. So what you have to do, you have to go to market, buy the purple gear from higher tier dungeon that is dropped by whales. So finally you got your purple gear. You do blue dungeon to drop blue gear.
Yeah.
And then you have gold, and you can craft more purple gear, and with this purple gear you can do higher purple dungeons. Nice! And buckle up, ladies and gentlemen, we are just getting started.
Oh no.
Bots. Bots are in every game, it is
Yeah.
what it is. Bots farming world bosses, selling the loot on the market so they can earn currency. But players are competition for the bots. They also farm and the price going down. So what bots learn to do? Let's grab the boss, move it outside its boundaries so it resets. So players and other bot cartel cannot farm. Chinese and Brazilian bots, let's reset the boss so they not gonna get it. And normal players too, hijack the prices. This is insane. I cannot believe I'm seeing it, but it's fucking real. So you see this turd cake, this massive turd cake.
Turkey.
But we need more. We need like cherry on top. We need chef kiss to this amazing,
Oh yeah,
spectacular.
the servers are getting DDoS. Yep, yeah. It's freaking the EU servers, dude. They're getting freaking DDoS.
creation.
Oh my god.
At any time, attack from some unknown culprits can begin, and you are getting disconnected every 10 to 15 minutes. You start the game, it starts 5 minutes, you
'Cause they
type
can't
in
figure
your
it out.
password, blurb, you log into the game, and you do
By
start
the
dungeon
way,
bagush.
That DDoS stuff has been going on for weeks now. Like, it's insane.
Disconnect. With New World, there
Maybe
was
longer.
some hope. I see light in the tunnel. You know, Amazon Game Studio, big company, they have infinite money. They may try to fix the game. But with this one, with Blade and Soul, bro, your game is getting DDoS for a month.
Yeah.
People cannot play the game. Not only the game is shit and it's pay to win as fuck, but people cannot play it. They are getting disconnected. And you are letting this continues for a month.
Yeah.
This is unbelievable. That's why I deem it the worst MMO launch in the history. I remember. Game is pay to win, unplayable, broken shit. and how the market reacted to this amazing performance by NCSoft. Oof. Oof.
The stats are down, dude.
Last month, oof.
Man.
This is what you get for being retarded. Anyway, such a shame. Such a potential. Game with such potential.
Yeah.
The
for
combat
real.
is so fun. The interaction with the bosses, the ski, the block, the parry. Amazing, but completely fucked. Well, with NCSoft approaching its collapse, Tencent gonna buy them like they bought Ubisoft, and they will see, okay, this game is actually good. Let's use it as a blueprint for something new
I
and
hope.
better. Let's use this
I love
IP to create something cool that people will play. Or
Dude, I would love if another MMORPG takes Blade Souls Combat and makes an actually good game, because Blade Souls Combat is
they
amazing.
just gonna, make gacha games that you can spend some premium currency to see the characters naked. Yeah. In a couple of days, we should see new content release, new dungeons, and adjustments gonna be made to the game. This is last chance to salvage what left. Not much left, but hey, you can still get a party, still fight the dungeon. But if the patch gonna be shit, it's GG, it's
I
over.
think
We have
it's GG.
funeral. This is gonna be the last video that I'm gonna do about Blade and Soul. That's all I have for you today. Thank you very much for watching. And if you want more, you can visit me on my Twitch.
Honestly, this guy's freaking funny. Yeah, I can't really even defend any of it. I mean, I honestly think that Neo is just a worse version of Blade and Soul, the original, which is crazy to think about, because it's like you're revamping the game, you're relaunching it, and then you make it worse. That's actually like an achievement. That's like insane for them to be able to pull that off. But yeah, really good video, really funny, and honestly brutally honest. I do agree with a lot of his points. So anyways, that's really the video. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. I'll leave a link to it. Freaking funny as hell though. Appreciate you guys watching. See you guys in the next one real soon.